Hello, my name is Asuma and welcome to Minecraft Myth Busting. In this show we take rumours about the game and put them to the test to find out what's actually true and what's not. If you have any myth you want to see busted, just leave a comment on this video and I'll add it to my list. This episode is about the durability of tools and weapons. There is a lot of incorrect information in the Minecraft community about how this works. I myself used to think that if you were to use a pick on an incorrect block, that being something like dirt or wood, that it would take away 2 points on its durability instead of 1. So this episode we're going to cover all the tools and weapons in the game and find out exactly how durability works for them. To do this we're going to need help from a mod called Too Many Items, and this will display extra information about the items that we're using. So you can see next to the name of the item there's also a number, and that's the ID of that item in the game. So it's also going to display the damage value of an item as well. So if we switch into creative mode and place down a cobblestone block and mine it with a pick, you can see the durability meter has appeared on the pick, and next to it it has a damage value of 1. So each time we mine something we get a damage value of 1 added to the item, and the durability meter will go down. So the myth is that if we use this on a block that it's not supposed to be mined with, like a wood or a dirt one, that the durability will go down by 2. So we're on 2 at the moment, and if the myth is correct then we should be on 4, but we're not, we're on 3. And the same thing applies with the wood as well. You can see we've gone from 3 to 4. So let's prove that it's the same thing on the axe. Let's put down a wood block and mine it with that. You can see we've got a damage value of 1 on the axe, and then mine the dirt, and it's 2. And I'll do the same thing with the shovel as well, just to prove that it's the same thing here. There you go, you see we've got a damage value of 1, and once we've mined this we'll have a damage value of 2. The hoe is slightly different from the rest of the diamond tools. Its damage value is actually linked to its function, which is to turn dirt into farmland rather than breaking blocks. So if I break this block you'll see that the durability meter doesn't appear, and there's also no damage value attached to the hoe. But if I right click on a dirt block, then that's how it takes damage, and that's how its durability goes down as you use it. Let's take a look at the other tools in the chest. We have the fishing rod, the shears and the flint and steel. So we'll start off with the fishing rod. If we cast that out into some water you'll see that it doesn't take any damage, and then when we reel it back in it does. And the damage value is 2, so it's almost like you get 1 for casting it out and 1 for pulling it back in. See, it's now 4. But when you cast it out you don't actually take any damage at all. If I just change to what I'm holding in my hand you can see it stays at 4. I'll do that one more time, and there you go, it stays at 4. Now the shears are different. If I place down a block, and this applies to the fishing rod as well, if I break that with the fishing rod it doesn't take any damage. Same for the shears, it doesn't take damage when you break a block, but it will take it when you harvest vines. So there you go, it's taken 1 point. Tripwire, there's 2. I did have some tall grass on there but it appears to have disappeared. So another one for harvesting the leaves, and also cobwebs as well will cause it to take damage. I've placed down some tall grass so I can show you that this takes damage as well. We're on 4 at the moment. I'll harvest that and you can see that we're now up to 5. There are 2 other things that some of our items can take damage from as well. We'll start off with the rails on the ground. If I mine it with this pick you'll see we're at damage value 14. And now it will go up to 15, and I can tell you it's the same for the axe and the shovel. They take 1 point each, and then the hoe, the fishing rods, the shears and the flint and steel don't take any damage points from mining up the rails. And the same thing applies to mobs as well. If we hit it with a tool like the pickaxe you can see that it's gone from 15 to 17. I'll do that once more, 17 to 19, and that's the same for the axe and the shovel. And let's do this on the hoe. The hoe has 2 points, and you can see that it stays at 2, and that's the same for the fishing rod, the shears and the flint and steel. So last of all let's do these tests on the weapons. We've got a diamond sword and a bow, and we'll start off by placing down a block and breaking it with each one. So the bow won't take any damage. In fact the bow doesn't take damage from breaking any of these things either. The only thing it will take damage from is firing like that. You can see it's taken 1 damage value. And the sword is slightly different. If we break a block with the sword this one will actually take 2 damage points. So there you go, you can see we've taken 2. We break a cobweb we take 2 as well. The vines we take 2, and the rails we take 2 as well. But if we hit a mob like this, you'll see that we only take 1. And last of all, there's a bunch of items in the game that can be instantly mined just by clicking on them. So if you have a tool or weapon in your hand, they won't take any damage at all, with the exception of the shear on the tripwire, and this also includes putting out a fire. As always, all of this that has been shown in the episode has been checked with our good friend SciGuy Ryan, who's checked the game code and confirmed everything that I've shown you in this video. So as always, if anyone tells you anything different, just send them this way, and if you have any myths you want to see busted, just leave a comment in the description box. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.